Hey guys, it's Dylan. So the title you see on the screen is a bit over exaggerated, but we're going to take a look anyhow. As we know, Elon goes on SNL tonight. Today is Saturday. If you don't have cable, by the way, you can download the NBC app and you should be able to watch for free even without cable. So hopefully that works for all of us that don't have cable. But as we see, Lucid says the Dream edition of their Air will have a 503-mile range, while the Grand Touring will go 517 miles on a single charge, both of which are supposed to beat the versions of Tesla's Model S that are currently available. So basically the commercial that they're going to air is going to be about first to 500, first to market with over 500 miles of range. And as we know, Tesla pushed back their deliveries of the Model S Plaid to mid 2022, and Lucid is seemingly on track for deliveries of their Air in the second half of this year. So if they do indeed hit this 500 plus mile of range, they will be first to market with that type of range. And honestly, I have to say it, I really like the competition. Now, is Lucid going to pull this off? I have no idea. I have some level of confidence they'll be able to do it, but I think Elon loves the competition too. It's great for the space. I'm rooting for Lucid, but only time will tell what they're actually capable of. Next up, we got some comments from Mark Twidell, who is the director of energy at Tesla, at a conference over in Australia, and he said the transition to renewables is happening quickly. This we already know, but he did add some color to this statement. He spoke about the EV industry's demand for lithium as well as the demand for the energy industry. He noted that the use of large storage batteries was sharply increasing. And remember this point, it's not just about saving the planet. The financials and the dollars and cents and the profit margins make more sense. It's better to use renewable energy financially than fossil fuels or coal or any of those other old outdated methods. We need to remember that going forward. He continued, it's a huge economic opportunity. It's silly to fight to say the transition isn't happening. It's happening quickly. Around 4/5 of US coal plants are either scheduled to close by 2025 or cost more to operate than solar and wind power would. This is backed up by a new research analysis from Energy Innovation, Policy and Technology. And one quick point from that document, I will link it below if you want to read the whole report, but it says additionally, the federal investment tax credit has been extended for small and large solar systems at 26% through 2022, 22% for 2023, and 10% indefinitely thereafter for larger systems. And this right here is going to be very important for Tesla and their solar roof adoption, because a huge factor in their long-term success in that space is going to be improving their margins by increased adoption. And real quick, a few really important points when it comes to Tesla and their energy division. So they had a negative 20.5 energy gross margin in Q1, and that was compared to a 4% positive gross margin in Q1 the year prior, 2020. Q1 this year, Tesla did 494 million in revenue, but that revenue cost 595 million, so they had a $101 million loss in Q1 of this year. And a big portion of that loss and the hurt to their gross margins was because of the solar roof installations. It's a lot harder than they originally anticipated, training all different types of people. They need electricians and all of this different stuff. From their documents, lower gross margins due to temporary manufacturing underutilization during the product ramp, increased service maintenance costs on solar energy systems as lessor, meaning the systems that Tesla leases to customers, and lower gross margins in energy storage because Tesla was ramping the Megapack, which has lower gross margins than the Powerwall. In Q1 this year, Tesla deployed 445 gigawatt hours of energy storage and 92 megawatts of solar. Both of these figures were down quarter over quarter, but both of them were also up year over year. In 3 areas, Tesla said it's focused on the energy side, ramping production of energy storage and improving solar roof installation capability and efficiency, and increasing the market share of retrofit solar energy systems. And remember, the demand for Tesla Powerwalls exceeds their production capacity, which is why they changed their strategy to only sell Powerwalls to solar customers. They did, however, say they might change that if they can switch that dynamic, but for now, that's how it's going to be. So remember, the big drag on Tesla's energy division and the gross margins is because of the solar roof installations. This is something we need to be watching very closely, because for their energy division to really start making a positive impact on the bottom line, they're going to need to figure this process out. Switching gears a little bit, Dogecoin and Bitcoin. So first of all, Doge is slightly headed lower. I think so many people are expecting it to hit $1 tonight with Elon on SNL. Typically in the crypto markets, when everybody's expecting something to happen, the opposite happens. So only time will tell, we will see, but it's about 10 cents off the high of about 73, 74 cents. But more importantly, I need everybody to know Dogecoin and Bitcoin are very different. They are not the same. It's not a fork of the other. They're two entirely separate things. So 2 things I want to focus on real quick today. First is the supply. Bitcoin is a deflationary currency, which means there's a hard cap. 21 million is the max Bitcoin that will ever exist. Second, as time goes on, the number of Bitcoin that are issued decreases. So every 4 years, the mining reward basically is cut in half. Going deeper than that is a topic for another video. Dogecoin, on the other hand, 5 billion new coins are issued into the supply every single year. And this isn't necessarily a bad thing, because if the future use case for Dogecoin is a currency, then an inflationary currency is good because it actually encourages spending, where a deflationary monetary policy encourages saving. But this is the metric right here that I really want to point out to everybody. The top 100 richest. Basically, it means the biggest 100 wallets for Bitcoin on the left and Dogecoin on the right. So the top 100 wallets of Bitcoin only hold about 14.9% of the entire value of Bitcoin, whereas Dogecoin, the top 100 wallets hold 67% of the total value of Doge. So if those 100 people got in a room and said, hey guys, we're all going to sell at the same time, well, there goes almost 70% of the entire value of Doge. Now, sure, inherently this doesn't mean that Dogecoin is going to sell off or there's going to be a huge collapse in price, but it just means that the risk of that happening is higher. And look, just to show you guys I'm not being biased, Doge actually does have some advantages, one of which is the average transaction fee. Right now, the average fee for a Doge transaction is about $2.80. Compare that with the average Bitcoin transaction, which right now is around $20 per transaction. So when it comes to being used as a future currency or a medium of exchange, Dogecoin actually does have the advantage in that arena, at least for now. But then you could argue back that it's only accepted in a handful of places, so unless you're sending it to friends or family, then it's really not that useful. And look, I could talk for the next 3 hours about the differences between Doge and Bitcoin, but I just wanted to highlight a few factors to help you guys to see that these are two different things. Please do not compare them, and please do not say that Doge is just a fork of Bitcoin. But I'm curious, do you guys think Dogecoin is going to hit $1, whether it's tonight or in the coming weeks? I thought that it would, but it's starting to head down a little bit lower, and I could see a sell-off being just as likely as it running up to $1 after the SNL skit tonight. But either way, remember, NBC app if you want to see Elon tonight without cable. Enjoy it. I know I am looking forward to it. It might be cringeworthy. I just hope that Elon has fun. But that's it. Please like the video if you did, and a big thank you to everybody on the next screen. Happy Mother's Day tomorrow. I'll see you guys in the next one.